If you are looking for a new career or a fast track into high-tech manufacturing, oh, this next interview is for you. TSMC Arizona is teaming up with Grand Canyon University on a tuition-free 11-week program training the next generation of semiconductor technicians. So join us this morning. We've got Christine from TSMC Arizona and Shelly from GCU to break down how this all works and who can apply. So let's first talk about the program. Why did this make sense to bring this to the Valley?
Sure, so let me frame our workforce for you. There's two key jobs in a chip fab or factory.
Okay.
Engineers and technicians.
Yes.
TSMC's engineers have 4-year college degrees, but let's talk about technicians. Technicians do not require a college degree, minimum high school or GED equivalent.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about technicians is that we are surrounded in the Valley by people who have the aptitude and the core skills to be a successful technician at TSMC Arizona, and it has never occurred to them. They look at TSMC and they think, oh, I must be, deep in STEM,
Totally.
I must need a college degree in the sciences. TSMC has made a decision to invest in local programs. We have partnered with many higher education institutions like Grand Canyon University. This particular program, which I'll let Shelly talk about, is to bring manufacturing technicians into TSMC. And so, Shelly, you can tell them about the program.
Yeah, it's 11 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And tuition free?
Yeah.
This sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, it does. So GCU started a trades program in fall of 22. And it started with that opportunity of giving people somewhere to go, an opportunity of schooling, of a career. And so from there it started with electricians, and it went to manufacturing, CNC, machining, and then we also have a construction general, and then with TSMC as well, this opportunity so students can find their place, find their purpose. That's one of our mottos at GCU, and giving students, people, opportunity for re-careering, upskilling, just out of high school with, again, a career, not just a job.
So, and that's my question. Do you have to be a student at GCU to take advantage of this program, or can anyone apply? How does it work?
Anyone applies, and then you become a GCU college student.
Got it.
And that's the great piece, is that so many people thought, oh, college isn't for me, I want to be in the trades. They're not mutually exclusive. So we embrace everyone. You come either for a semester or 11 weeks, or a 2-year cybersecurity certificate, or a bachelor's or master's or doctorate. Everyone is a GCU student.
I think something that's so attractive right now is when you hear tuition free, because people just don't do college anymore because of how expensive it is. How were you guys, TSMC, able to make that a possibility for people who want to become technicians?
Well, we have various programs. So there's 4 different types of technicians at TSMC: manufacturing, facilities, equipment, and process technicians. We have partnered with many institutions. We have programs with Maricopa Community, Northern Arizona University, Rio Salado, Grand Canyon University. Each program's a little different. What's great about this program with Grand Canyon University is, again, the tuition is covered by TSMC.
Incredible.
It is an 11-week course. In 11 weeks, you have an opportunity to dust up your math skills, dust up your business communication skills, and then you take some courses on the semiconductor industry itself. So at completion of the course, it gives you then the opportunity to interview with TSMC. We have hired the majority of the students out of the first 2 cohorts. In fact, I met a young man for the first time last week. His name is Riley. Riley graduated from Barry Goldwater High School just last May.
Oh, you're kidding
He's
me.
been with us as a full-time technician since September, and he is loving it. I asked him, how do your parents feel about this? He said, my parents are ecstatic. They tell everybody we see. My son is working at the big chip company down the street. And then I also met another gentleman, Will. Will, I would say, is more in what we would call the upskilling phase of his life, where he said he's been doing sales jobs. He learned about this GCU program, and now he joined with us last week for the first time.
Fantastic.
So this is what I said before. We are surrounded by people that it has never occurred to them that this is an opportunity for them. And if people watching are wondering, like, what are you looking for? I'll tell you 3 things. One, right, reliability. We're a 24/7 factory operation. 2, are you a naturally curious individual? Because it is a culture in which you are going to be learning every single day, and we want you to ask questions and to learn. And then 3, do you like to solve problems? Because the core of a technician's job is to monitor the manufacturing process and identify issues and problems, and then know how to tackle those and solve them. So if that's your orientation, then check us out.
Yeah.
There's just so many opportunities.
And there's not much to lose here. So Shelley, where do people need to go if they're interested in getting started with this program?
Yeah, so I'm going to defer. We were just chatting about that. So we do have an email address, of course, for taking in those who are interested. But the easiest place to go for this opportunity, go ahead.
Yeah, it's very simple. So first of all, there's 2 webinars this week for Grand Canyon. AZ Jobs at 52345. You text that and you will be connected directly to TSMC, and over text message you can ask any questions you want about this program, open jobs.
You guys, I just think it's a no-brainer. And to even know that this is a possibility for people to take advantage of, TSMC has become a huge, just powerhouse here in the Valley. And now people can be part of it. So thank you so much for all of the info. Okay.